The Lakers, it's always somebody else's fault. Remember 3 years ago, it was Russell Westbrook's fault. Then it was Frank Vogel's fault. Then it was D'Angelo Russell's fault. Then it was Darvin Ham's fault. It's always somebody else's fault. LeBron is one of the all-time greats. AD is a hell of a player. That's it. The rest of the guys are just guys. Every team got those guys. And it bothers me. Listen, you don't always blame other people for your...
A breaking story has sent shockwaves through the entire NBA, with reports claiming that LeBron James' relationship with the Lakers isn't just unstable, it's hanging by a thread that could snap at any moment. Even more surprising, the Golden State Warriors haven't simply been watching from the sidelines. They've spent nearly 2 years quietly plotting to bring LeBron to the Bay Area, almost like a superhero recruitment mission gone off the rails. Charles Barkley and Stephen A. Smith are openly sounding the alarm, insisting that LeBron's time in Los Angeles is basically over. And the story only gets wilder. Insiders say the Warriors were willing to part with Draymond Green, the emotional core of their team, to make this blockbuster move a reality. Meanwhile, behind the scenes, Rich Paul has been maneuvering like he's running a covert operation, and even Gilbert Arenas has stepped in, claiming LeBron crossed lines he never should have crossed.
Say actual Laker fans, I mean people in LA. Fans around the world probably love LeBron, but look at what people wrote to the LA Times. This is legit hate. I, for one, will gladly pay for LeBron's plane fare back to Cleveland. In my opinion, he was never a true Laker. So, LeBron, do all of us true Laker fans a favor and go home to Cleveland.
This isn't typical trade gossip. This is the beginning of an NBA earthquake nobody saw coming. Reporter Jake Fisher revealed that the Warriors have already made multiple attempts over the past year and a half to acquire LeBron, a revelation big enough to make any fan sit up and pay attention. But this is where everything took a sharp turn. Rich Paul told Warriors owner Joe Lacob and GM Mike Dunleavy Jr. directly that LeBron had zero interest in leaving Los Angeles. That was before the Lakers started acting disrespectful, treating the king like he was suddenly replaceable. Rumors first started brewing during the 2024 trade deadline, when Joe Lacob personally contacted Lakers owner Jeannie Buss to quietly explore the possibility. Think about that, billionaire owners making secret calls behind the scenes to pull off what could have been the biggest heist in modern basketball. Then comes the real twist. Insiders now claim the Lakers may be shifting toward a youth-focused future, which essentially turns LeBron into a piece they're suddenly willing to move.
It's one of the most universally beloved and hilarious, successful, awesome sportscasters in history. All that is true. What's also true is he, like a lot of others, has a real blind spot, if you even want to call it that, when it comes to LeBron, and in Chuck's case, more specifically, when it comes to the Lakers.
The idea of LeBron becoming expendable sounds impossible, but people around the league insist it's real. Charles Barkley has been firing off sharp takes, warning that LeBron is ignoring everything happening around him. Then Stephen A. Smith jumped in, turning their debate into a full-blown explosion as both openly questioned LeBron's future. Barkley even went as far as calling LeBron a bully, sending the internet into chaos. When NBA legends begin turning against you, that's a warning sign no one can ignore. And this is where the story shifts from wild to unbelievable. The Warriors' angle feels like something out of a movie. LeBron is close with Steph Curry and Draymond Green from their Team USA days, but here's the twist. Bringing LeBron to Golden State would require pushing Draymond out. The front office knows they can't carry both Draymond's massive contract and LeBron's enormous deal at the same time, so suddenly Draymond becomes the piece they're willing to move, treated like a pawn on a giant chessboard.
What happened in the World Cup? No, that's LeBron and it's one of my favorites.
Olympic teammates won a gold. Two of the greatest to ever play the game. Draymond Green, hoping to come back soon.
Just imagine what this feels like for Draymond. After years of loyalty and being a core part of Golden State's championship identity, he's now hearing whispers that he could be pushed aside for LeBron. That's cold business. And on the other side of this drama is LeBron himself, holding a powerful no-trade clause that prevents anyone from moving him without his personal approval. He controls every card in the deck. If he truly believes the Lakers have been disrespecting him, and right now, every sign is pointing in that direction, he has all the leverage to decide exactly how this story ends.
I get pissed. Hey, the Lakers are doing great. I don't mind being wrong. The Warriors are doing great. But Oklahoma City and the Cavs been balling for 6 months. Y'all talking about teams that had two great weeks.
LeBron could drop the hammer and demand a trade whenever he wants, and one decision from him could flip the entire NBA upside down. Meanwhile, Gilbert Arenas is taking direct shots without holding back, calling out LeBron's recent choices and saying the King isn't leading the way he once did. He's not sugarcoating anything, and the timing couldn't be worse. LeBron is 40, nearing the end of his career, and this might be his final real chance to chase another championship. At the same time, the Lakers seem to be shifting focus toward the future, quietly pushing him out of the center of their plans, while the Warriors are scrambling to make one more big run before Steph eventually steps away.
The question that everybody really want to know is Braun getting traded. You know that.
No.
You know
he has
Braun.
no trade clause.
Let me up. Mike. Full knowledge. Kobe. Those last two spots, you could throw so many people in there.
LeBron is starting to feel overlooked by the very franchise he delivered a championship to, while the Warriors are circling back after ESPN reported they already tried to acquire him in 2024. Now that things with the Lakers seem to be unraveling fast, Golden State is pushing harder than ever, with insiders claiming they've already made multiple calls to Los Angeles. This isn't casual interest anymore. This is a full-on pursuit with massive stakes. And the question everyone is shouting right now is simple: is the King actually getting traded? The whole situation is beginning to look like an obsession, as if the Warriors can't get LeBron out of their minds no matter what happens. Charles Barkley keeps blasting away, insisting LeBron's Lakers chapter is finished and he needs to stop pretending everything is fine, while Stephen A. Smith, despite his long-running friction with LeBron, is openly questioning whether LeBron can still win with the roster he has right now. The message is loud, clear, and practically glowing in neon. And here comes the next twist. The Warriors look ready to move on from Draymond Green like he's yesterday's news, proving they're fully committed to this wild plan.
Oh, shit.
Draymond has been the heartbeat of the Warriors dynasty, Steph Curry's right hand for years, yet Golden State is somehow prepared to move him for an older LeBron James. Imagine how that must feel. After a decade of loyalty, countless sacrifices, and everything he poured into that franchise, Draymond is now hearing whispers that they'd trade him for someone who might only play a couple more seasons. That's betrayal in bold letters. Meanwhile, the Lakers might actually help this happen. They've been stockpiling young talent, planning for a long-term future, and LeBron's massive contract is clogging up their flexibility. Even Barkley has checked out of the endless LeBron versus Jordan debate, saying he's tired of the noise. But here's the bombshell no one seems brave enough to say out loud: LeBron could walk into Jeannie Buss's office tomorrow and hit her with a "trade me, or this season gets messy" ultimatum. Thanks to his no-trade clause, he controls the entire script like only a king can. And the timing makes everything even more explosive. The trade deadline is approaching fast, LeBron's patience is wearing thin, and the Warriors are more desperate than ever to squeeze one final run out of Steph before his own clock starts ticking louder. Barkley and Stephen A. are already declaring that LeBron's Lakers era is basically finished. Arenas is tearing him apart in his commentary, and the pressure is sky-high from every direction.
Mic'd up tonight. At one point I heard you say, this is 40.
Yeah.
Just what impresses even you about what 40 has looked like for you?
I have no idea how I'm still doing this, Lisa. Man above gave me some great gifts. I've tried to take full advantage of it. I put all the work, all the dedication into the game, and it's given me so much. But I have no idea how I'm still doing it.
This isn't some harmless rumor. It's a storm that has been building for a year and a half while the Warriors quietly waited for the perfect moment. Their dream is simple: pair LeBron with Steph for one final championship push, even if it means turning their backs on Draymond's years of loyalty. Meanwhile, the Lakers look ready to cut the cord clean and move on from all the LeBron drama once and for all. And here's the wildest update. Sources say the Warriors have contacted the Lakers again and again over the past 18 months, and each call sounds more desperate than the last. Golden State knows their dynasty is slipping away. Steph is 36, Klay is gone, the roster feels worn down, and the championship window is closing fast. This isn't interest anymore. This is obsession in overdrive. Pairing LeBron with Steph wouldn't just shake the league, it could create a duo people would talk about for decades, possibly the most explosive pairing basketball has ever seen. But here's where things take a nuclear turn. ESPN is openly questioning whether the Lakers can even remain competitive with LeBron's inconsistent play and a defense that collapses night after night. The King is watching everything he built in Los Angeles crumble in slow motion.
And I really, really hope that he does well. Having said all of that, what about the Lakers? So you got somebody that delivered a championship for you. He's going inside of 3 years. You got another guy that takes you to the Western Conference Finals. He's going inside of 2 years. Well, what the hell is going to be the litmus test that judges the job and the quality of the job that J.J. Redick does? What if J.J. Redick develops all the young players? What if all of these guys, what if Austin Reeves gets better? What if D'Angelo Russell shows that he has a pulse on a back-to-back night? What about some of the other guys that are relatively young if you ended up really, really coaching them to get better? Is that going to be good enough? Or is Jeannie Buss and Rob Pelinka going to say, hey, you didn't get to the conference finals. You didn't get to the NBA finals. We need to find another coach. It's going to be an interesting question. It's going to be an interesting question. It's going to be interesting to see. And if J.J. Redick ends up getting a lot more latitude, well, why was he given more latitude than Darvin Ham? Why was he given more latitude than a guy that delivered a championship like Frank Vogel? These are the questions that are going to be asked.
Then comes the real jaw-dropper. LeBron's no-trade clause means nothing happens unless he personally walks into Jeannie Buss's office and says he wants out. That puts every ounce of power in his hands. Every card, every option, every possible outcome. If he feels the disrespect stacking up, he could flip the entire league upside down tomorrow with a single decision. And for the Lakers, the timing could not be worse. The trade deadline is closing in fast. The team is struggling to survive in a brutal Western Conference. And LeBron is starting to show the same frustration he had right before he left Cleveland for the second time.
LeBron's turning 41 and doesn't seem happy about his team. That's going to disrupt team chemistry. So LeBron is going to disrupt team chemistry, and so the Lakers are going to have a huge drop-off.
Players smart. So smart that he plays to his strengths, never his weaknesses. That's what LeBron mastered. I'm just going to stick with what I'm great at. I'm going to perfect it. I'm going to get smarter, wiser. If y'all think he's fast now, what you think what was coming down the lane then?
Right. I tell people that all the time. You saw the worst of it more than I did, but I tell, like, even the rooks, they be looking in awe, like, damn, like, you see that? I was like, did I see that? Man, that was nothing to what he used to do.
And you can just see it like, yeah, if we're going to get him, we got to get him now, because the smarter he gets, the stronger he gets. We ain't going to get past him.